Alright guys, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a $50 loadout, a $250 loadout, and a $500 loadout. Alright, so our first loadout here, we have the Navajo knife, Boreal Forest, battle scarred. On CS Money you can find this knife for about $41, CS Float $42, and Steam is the highest at $56. And here's what that knife would look like in game. Obviously not the best, and it's a Navajo, but we're going for a $50 loadout. Now as you can see, the total would be $43.05 with the knife. Now if you didn't want the knife, or you couldn't afford the knife, this would only be about $2 to do this whole loadout here, which isn't bad. I mean, it's a green loadout, most of it's camo, it's kind of ugly, but on a really tight budget. Like when I first started out playing the game, I didn't have very much money, I was like 8, so a good $2 loadout, you know, you get some weekly drops every week, you can easily get $2 with one terminal. Alright, next up we got the AK-47 Olive Polycam and Minimal Wear. You can get this for about 15 cents. And as you can see, I mean, in game, it's not the best AK, it's kind of ugly, but it kind of matches what the knife's got going on. As you can see, the knife has some green on there that kind of matches it. Now I got two options for M4s. If you're an A1S user or an A4 user, or if you want to do both like I do, I swap in between from time to time. There's the Boreal Forest Minimal Wear and the Choppa and Minimal Wear. Now here's the Boreal Forest. Matches the knife pretty well, as they're both Boreal Forest skins. The Choppa doesn't match all that well, but for give or take 30 cents, it's a pretty nice looking skin. Now next up, we got the Op Safari Mesh. Everybody should know what this looks like. I daily this skin on mine. Now here's the Op in a .19. As you can see, it's got some scratching. For the price, you really can't beat it. Alright, next up we got the StatTrak well-worn Glock Warhawk. I used to have this in Battle Scarred, and it's one of my favorite Glocks in the game. It goes well with a lot of loadouts. It looks really good for the price. It's only 36 cents on CS Money. Now this is what it looks like in game. You can see it's got the green on there to match what we're going for here, and it's really not a bad Glock. Next up, we got the USP 4 sleeves and Minimal Wear. Alright, and this is what we're looking at here. You can see it's got some scratching around where the clip would go in, up there by the barrel as well, some scratching. But it matches the knife pretty well, and it's still got that green color combo that we're going for. Now the rest of these, same thing, pretty low price. They're all green. The mutter's more of a tan color. The coolant's got some blue on it, but you can see what we're going for here. It's all pretty much the same. Alright, now we're going on with the $250 loadout. I'm going for a black color scheme on this. The total with the gloves and the knife would be about $236. If you want to go with the knife, it's $136. Without the gloves and the knife, it's $74. If you want to go for the absolute cheapest of the cheap, you can go $37, skipping some of these and not getting some of the more expensive skins like the Elite build, instead going for the Black Nile, stuff like that. Alright, now as you can see, we've got the gut knife black laminate and Minimal Wear, and the driver gloves black tie and battle scarred. You can get a good battle scarred black tie that does not look that bad. You can go well worn. I think it's only $111 to go up to a well worn. Now the black tie gloves, you're gonna want them to look as good as you can for your price range, because you're always gonna see them no matter what. Unlike the knife, when it's only gonna be showing when you're running. Now this is what the knives and the gloves look like. As you can see, the white on the handle complements the gloves very well. This is a .6 wear rating, battle scarred for the gloves. This is a .12 knife. If you can go well worn and get like a .4, it would not look that bad. It would have a lot less scratching, and it would complement everything else a lot better. Now I've got the AK Slate StatTrak field tested, because Minimal Wear is a huge price increase. Now this is the Slate with the gloves. It's a very nice combo. I like this one a lot. I kind of wish I would have done this for myself when I was picking my stuff out. Now I went with the Ballast Battle Scarred, because the more battle scarred the ballast gets, the blacker the gun looks. And as you can see, it's a pretty dark skin. There's not very many options with the M4A1S for a black loadout. I think, in my personal opinion, this is the best looking one. Now I went with the Edgelord for the M4A4. There's a couple other options out here, but in my personal opinion, this is the best looking one for a black loadout. And this is what it looks like. As you can see, this is a Minimal Wear. It's a .12. It looks kind of more purple than anything, but I feel like that the white off the snake kind of complements the gloves pretty well. This is the Op Elite build. It's one of my favorite ops in the game, primarily because it's just a really good looking op. Now here's the Op Black Nile. This is a really good looking skin for the price of it. Now I got two options for Glocks here. They're both around the same price. It's really just personal preference on this. Now here's the Glock. It looks pretty good with these gloves. The colors line up pretty well. And it goes along well with the Black Nile. It's got kind of the same engraven looking design in it. Now here's the other Glock. Again, personal preference. I prefer this one with these gloves just because the black and the white complement the gloves very well. Now again, I got two different USPs here. One's more expensive than the other. It's not a very drastic price change, but again, personal preference with these. Here's the stainless. I like this one a lot. This is my favorite out of the two. It's a very good looking skin, matches the gloves decently well. And here's the Ticket to Hell. As you can see, it does have some scratching on it, but most USP skins do for some odd reason. Now this one matches the gloves very well, but if you don't like all the writing on it, like I'm not a big fan of all that writing. I prefer like a clean, sleek look. This one has the best matching colors out of the two. Now these next two Desert Eagles, again, it's personal preference and based on your budget. One's $10, one's $1. Alright, now here's the first one. It does have some blue on it. This is the $10 Desert Eagle Knight. However, it is fully black. And here's the second one, the Cali Graffiti. Again, not a very perfect match, but I believe this one does fit better with these gloves. Now the rest of these skins, the carbon fibers are a full black carbon fiber looking skin. They match very well. I have all the carbon fibers on my main loadout. The Galil Gray Smoke is a good looking skin, but I personally prefer the default Galil for a black loadout. And the rest of these, the straight dimes, the higher the float gets, the blacker the skin looks. The Elite build is the best looking black P90 in my opinion. Alright, and now is our $500 loadout. As you can see, I did go over budget a little bit, but you can get a well-worn Ursus Knife Ultraviolet with a low float, like a 0.4 or a 0.38 or something like that. Or you can get something like a Gut Knife Ultraviolet. It doesn't match as well with the Imperial Plaid gloves, in case you don't want to go over budget like I did. Now here's the Imperial Plaid gloves with the Ultraviolet Ursus Knife. I've got the Ursus Knife at a 0.25 float and the Imperial Plaid gloves at a 3. You can probably find some Imperial Plaid gloves at a 2.5 maybe, but they're very hard to find with a $180 price. Alright, and the M4A1 and the M4A4, the Black Lotus matches very well. The Desolate Space is okay-ish. Now here's the Black Lotus with the Imperial Plaid gloves. I got it at a 0.12 float. As you can see, it matches pretty well. The blues on the gun complement the blues on the Imperial Plaid gloves. Now here's the Desolate Space. As you can see, it's not as good as a match in my personal opinion, but it does still look pretty good. Now here's the Op Neo Noir. Again, not too great of a match. You could go with the Op Pink DD Pat, which is my personal favorite op in the game. The Neo Noir is a little cheaper, and I was trying to stay under budget. Now I've got two Glocks on here with a big difference in price range. The Shinobu is a pretty good looking Glock. The Moonrise I prefer out of the two, and you can try and get a star pattern Moonrise. Now here's the Shinobu in field tested. Now here's a star pattern Glock Moonrise. As you can see, almost perfect match. This is a great looking Glock with the star right in the center. Now I've got two USPs on here. Again, big price difference. The Black Lotus goes very well with the M4A1S Black Lotus. Not that great of a match. The purple DD Pat looks pristine with these gloves. Now here's the Black Lotus as you can see, it doesn't match very well, but it's a good looking skin. Now here's the purple DD Pat. I like this skin with these gloves a lot. This is a very good looking USP. This is at a .05 float, so you can find some that are lower, but again, this is a great looking USP. The Kumicho Dragon is a very expensive Desert Eagle. You might can find something that doesn't match as good, like a Mulberry, but the Kumicho Dragon, I think, is the best looking eagle with these gloves. Now here's the Kumicho Dragon. When you inspect it, you can see the purple on there. This is at a .09 float, which you might have a hard time finding. However, I think the writing on the barrel matches pretty well with some of the white tones on these gloves. Lastly, we got the SSG08 Turbo Peak, one of my favorite SSGs in the game. Very good looking skin. Now here it is. This matches pretty well, like the colors on the barrel. Now I didn't add any more to this list because of the price. We're already over budget. Now if you can find some good deals, there's a plethora of other purple skins out there that you can add to the list and make it your own. This is just a reference to kind of give you an idea. Now the total with the knife and the gloves is $550. Without the gloves, just the knife, $374. Without the knife and the gloves, not including the Shinobu, only the Moonrise, is $286. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you want me to do some more videos like this, I had a lot of fun doing it, but it took a very long time to find all the skins. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. And the website I was using to look at the skins in the server is the CS2 Inspects. This is the website I was using to inspect all the guns in game. It's cs2inspects.com. The link will be in the description. You can pick which gun you want to inspect. You can add stickers, you can change the float, you can change the pattern ID, stat track, disabled, enabled. You can put a name tag on it. Same thing with the knives, gloves. You can even choose an agent so you can see the sleeves. If you go to view the server list, they have all kinds of different servers, a community hub with trading rooms, and all kinds of different maps that you can look at your skins with, different lighting, stuff like that. You can even add guns from places like D-Market, CS Money, Trade It, stuff like that. You can put them in the inspect link spot. Like I said, the link is in the description.